What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our channel. Okay, so first and foremost, I would just like to say hello to the new subscribers. Welcome in. If you are new to the channel, hello, I'm Kyla. Press that subscribe button before you leave out. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share. If you're already a part of this family, what's up? What y'all been doing? I'm on here.
On here?
Yes, you on here, baby.
What's up, ugly, moogly, fugly?
Anyways, as y'all read by the title today, I'm gonna give y'all another story time. And this story time is going to be about my first ever fight. So embarrassing, so ghetto. But y'all, this happened years ago, like years ago. So please don't hold this on me. Disclaimers. I feel like we don't have to go through this every video. If y'all hear somebody in the background, that is Kamari. I'm trying to teach him to stay in his room while I'm recording, but he will not budge. So just work with me, okay? Work with me. But let's just jump right into this video. So this story took place when I was in 8th grade. I was just a new student at the school in Ridgeland. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say the name. But there was a middle school, well, there is a middle school in Ridgeland that I attended. And I was the new girl. It was other new people coming in, but I was the new girl for the most part. And let's just point out a few things. I was a very insecure child in middle school because around this time, I think I was just experimenting. So I was dealing with I was still dating my first love back home, and then I was talking to girls at the school. Like, y'all, everybody had that stage. Don't get on here and act like you didn't have that stage where you was trying new things. Probably not for the men, but like girls, we all had that stage. If y'all didn't, we listen and we don't judge. Like,
Amen.
Like, what? Are you new here? I'm sorry. But yeah. So I was a very insecure child. I was dealing with my first love. I was dealing with girls. Like, it was just a lot going on with me in 8th grade. Like, I was new to a lot of stuff, so everything was just throwing me off. But hey, we overcame it. That's all that matters. We overcame it. Yeah. But anyways, so all this started with Snapchat. I was on Snapchat one day, and I was just taking like random pictures, but I didn't post them until I found like a cute picture. And I took this one cute picture, y'all, and I just used to post pictures just to get validation from other people. Like, you know, oh, you look good, girl. Like, you cute. And that would boost my ego, make me feel better about myself. But I had very low self-esteem. So any type of compliment I could get, I would take it, you know? So I posted this picture on Snapchat, and it was very tea. If I can find that picture, I'm going to insert it right here. But if not, don't charge to my heart. Charge to my mind. Thank you. But yeah, so I posted this one cute picture on Snapchat. Everybody was sliding up, you know, I was telling them thank you, you know, oh, thank you so much, blah blah blah. So this one girl, we're gonna give her the name Goldie. So this one girl, I just said that, Goldie slid up on my story, and Goldie was like, I don't know what she said, but it was like a backhanded compliment. Like, it wasn't a compliment, but it was a compliment. Like, it was one of them compliments like, oh, what's an example? If somebody was to say, oh, you would have been cute if you did that. Oh, it was cute, but my picture cuter. You know, like, it was one of them type of compliments. So instead of me opening the whole thing, you know, on Snapchat, you can just slide it over just a tad bit where you can see just like what they said, and it won't show that you opened it. I did that, but I accidentally opened it. It was like a little, like I said, I opened it, but it accidentally opened all the way. So instead of me responding to it, I just left it on scene because, you know, like I said, it was a backhanded compliment. So I was like, I don't really like that, but okay, we'll deal with it. So the day go on, and I get on Snapchat. Of course, I was heavy on Snapchat back then. So I get on Snapchat, and I see that she's on Snapchat, and she's just chatting away. So I'm just reading it, and she's on there like, oh, bees think they cute, or it was something, but she was talking about me. So, and it was talking about me not saying thank you. So I slid up on her story and I was like, girl, thank you. Like, it's never been that deep. Just thank you. And so she just started going off. Like, she just started going off. So I just was ignoring her because I'm like, girl, what is your problem? Like, it's not that deep. So let's give y'all another little disclaimer. This girl was a very problematic person. She was a problem child in school. She stayed into trouble. She stayed getting written up. She stayed getting suspended. Like, she was a problem child. So anybody that looked like an easy target, she would go for them. Like, she would target them, like try to bully you in a way to make you stand your ground. And I ain't really like that about that girl. Like, clearly she was insecure about something because she just used to do this to everybody, which is why she stayed in trouble. But so that's just another little disclaimer. So she was just going off and I was like, okay. Like, at this time I was I wasn't messy, but I was messy. Like, I would entertain you to the fullest, baby. You want to go tip for tat? We can do it. So we just going back and forth. But the whole time I'm just laughing at this girl because I'm like, it's never that serious about a thank you. Like, are you really tripping about me not saying thank you? Or you just, do you like me? You want to, like, what's your static, girl? So we going back and forth and somehow I think I apologized. And I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry I didn't say thank you. It just never was that deep. So we ended up squashing it. And my job, me and this girl never talked. This was our first interaction we've ever had. The only other time we've talked for real is if we were just like sitting in the same group, or like her friend group was sitting next to my friend group, and like we was just all talking, having a conversation. It would be like a hey, or like a right, or a haha. Like, it never was no real interaction. So this is our first conversation that we ever had in the time frame that we knew each other. So I was like, it's never that deep, so whatever. So we ended up talking some more, and I think the girl liked me. I ain't even gonna lie, I think she liked me. But we ended up talking and just chatting away, and then somehow, well, clearly I gave her my number. I don't know why I gave this girl my number, but I gave her my number. So she had my number, and me and her were just texting. Like, it went on that type of time. Like, I was not interested in this girl. I was interested in this one girl. And I'm going to tell y'all that story time, how my first girlfriend cheated on me. Oh. And now that I think about it, that's probably why she didn't like me, because her friend was the girl she cheated on me with. She probably was getting some get back. Anyways, that's another story for another. I'm going to tell y'all that. That's another story for another day. So anyways, yeah, I didn't like her. I had my eyes on this one girl, so I really wouldn't really stun her for it. Like, she wasn't my type. She's not cute at all. So we was just texting, and somehow we ended up getting into it about something else. Like, I don't know if she brought up the situation again with me not saying thank you, or me and her just got into it about something else. But we ended up exchanging more words, and it led to her saying, oh, like, when I see you at school, it's gonna be that. So I was like, I would rather fight you. So I was like, I would rather us fight at an apartment complex or fight at a park rather than us going to school and getting suspended for 2-3 licks. So, and that's just how I always been. Like, if I ever got into a real fight, like, it was gonna be outside in the streets or something. Because fighting at school, you get 5 to 10 days for nothing. So anyways, yeah, I'm telling her, just come to my apartment complex. Like, we can fight out here. It's open space. Like, just come over here. And she's like, no, like, I'm gonna get you at school. Blase, blase, blase. Y'all, I was walking everywhere. That's one thing about me. And the girl, I think she stayed close by me, but like, it was further back. Like, I stayed in an apartment complex right here, and then like right across from me is just a whole bunch of different complexes. Like, you first go up in there, it's one, go on down, it's another one, and they like on different sides. So she stayed up in the area where all the apartment complexes was, but she was all the way in the back. So I just used to walk everywhere, and I was like, I'll walk over there like it's not a problem, because later on in life I ended up walking over to my little shop. Yeah. yeah, I was like, you know, I'll walk to you or you can walk over here. Like, it's whatever. I don't care. And she's like, no, like, I'll see you at school. So I'm like, okay, like, you want to fight at school for no. Okay, whatever. We can just do it at school. Whatever you want to do, we can do it. So I'm at home. I'm prepping myself. Mind y'all, this is my first fight. So I'm at home. Not my first fight, from my first fight. So I'm at home. I'm just prepping myself. I'm in a mirror like, doop, 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 doop. I'm at home. I'm amped up. I'm like, yeah, da-da-da. And I'm telling my brother, because me and my brother shared a room at the time. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go to school and fight. Woo, woo, woo. And he was like, you finna get beat up.
And
And I was like, baby, shut up. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about me. Nothing. Monday comes, because this happened over the weekend. So Monday comes and we go to school or whatever. And we get to school, and mind y'all, in the hallways, they had like, I'm pretty sure this was the middle school. If it wasn't this middle school, it was probably my high school when I went to school in my hometown. But anyway, regardless, me and a girl was passing each other the whole day, y'all. The whole day. Never said nothing to me, never acted like she was on there. Like, every time she would see me, she would just give me like a little giggle or like a little smile and roll her eyes. And so I was just looking at her like, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing? Seriously. And I thought I was prepared. I thought I was doing something. I went to school with some Uggs on.
how was you cool?
Who you finna fight with some Uggs on, girl? Lesson learned. From that day forward, I wore tennis shoes. I don't care what type it was. I had on tennis shoes. You're not gonna play me like that. So, we get to the last class of the day, which was my STEM class. We get to STEM, y'all. We get to STEM. Mind y'all, STEM is with computers and all type of, it's math, it's science, you know, it's all that stuff in there. So, but for the most part, we dealing with computers. So I'm gonna set the scenery up for y'all. So there were 3 long rows in the classroom. There was the front row, there was the second row, and then there was the third row, but it was a half row because the teacher desk was right there. I was on the first row. It was me and my sister Mia. That's her real name because that's still my girl. Love you, Mia, girl. If you ever see it, well, you gonna see it. You know you my sister for life, sister. But anyways, so it was me and my sister sitting on the front row, and then it was my friend. We're gonna call her Brookie because I'm not as close with her, but I'm close to her. Like, we talk here and there. But okay, Kyla, you're going to too much detail. Relax. So my friend Brookie was sitting on this row. Goldie's friend. Y'all seen that thing off Ice Age? I'm gonna put the picture right here. That's exactly what she looked like. So for her to be talking, you need to be quiet. Immediately shut up.
Immediately, no.
I wasn't the cutest, but I didn't look like that. I don't know what she was yapping for. You still, no, you can't get it, girl. I'm wrong. Please, don't find me. Go away. So anyways, so it was my sister Brookie, and then it was Goldie's friend, and then on down was Goldie. The third row, it was 2 of my homeboys. One of them I liked. I had this big crush on. Hey, I'm just like, I got a man. But he was on that row, and my other homeboy was on the row. Like, they were right beside each other, and they were messy. So those 2 and the other dude, they were messy. The messiest kids in the classroom. Well, 4 of them. The other dude. Okay, Kyla, here we go. Rambling. So anyway, there's the scenery for y'all, right? So we all get to the classroom or whatever, not in class, and we all go in, and we all in class or whatever, and I tried to get in there before the bell rings so I can go to the bathroom real fast, you know, because I'm thinking it's always gonna go down. So I'm thinking, you know, let me go to the bathroom so I won't pee on myself. So I asked the teacher, and just so happened we had a substitute this day, y'all. Oh my God. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? She's like, yeah, wait till the other student come back and then you can go. So I go sit down, and me and my sister chopping it up, and the lady was like, you can go to the bathroom because she's taking too long. So I'm like, okay. So I get up and I grab the other pass, and I'm walking out the door. As I'm walking out the door, Goldie is coming in. We meet each other at the door. She looks at me, I'm looking at her, looking at me, and we looking at each other. And she just does this stupid laugh again. So I'm like, what? So when she came back in, I realized it was her who went to the bathroom. I was like, oh, no, I ain't finna go to the bathroom because then it's going to look like I'm scary. So, no, I'm finna go sit down. I don't know why that was in my head, but that's what was going on. So I was like, I'm finna just go back and sit down because it's finna be that. So I go sit down and I'm talking to my sister Mia. And we just chatting it up or whatever. And Goldie is just making all type of jokes. She's throwing all these subs. Like, she's just going at it. So my sister's like, don't even entertain her. Just ignore her. Like, she not talking about nothing. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. Like, I started talking loud where she can hear me. I'm like, I really don't care. Like, you're not on nothing. I don't care. So my two homeboys in the back, they being messy. They like, oh, like, Kylie gonna let her say that. Woo doo woo doo. So I'm like, girl, like, whatever. So she just kept talking. And some type of way, I think the girl was saying, like, do something or pass the first. She was saying something, or I was either getting up to go to the bathroom again. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I can't tell y'all what happened, but I ended up getting up. And she was like, so if this is me on the road, she's like right across from me. So I get up and walk out. She sticks her leg. Mind y'all, the rows are like this close together. These are the table and the rows are like this much apart. So she sticks her leg out trying to trip me up. I don't know why that pissed me off, but baby, in my head, I was like, this is it.
It's about to go down.
This is that extra that I needed. So I walked over there. Mia grabbed me, but I kind of just like pulled away from her. And then I went to the second row. Mind you, I told y'all Bricky was sitting on the first. She was the first person on that row. And I love my girl down. If you ever see this video, I'm not talking about you, sister, because you look good right now. I promise you look good then, but you was little. You was little. Don't lie like you were little. But my sister was like like these little branches right here. Sister girl was So when she grabbed me, I kind of just don't do that. But I was like, move out the way, girl. So I pulled away from her and I just walked straight to her. And she's sitting up on the desk, like the computer, like the table the computers was sitting on. She got on top of it and she was just leaning back. So I just went up to her and I was like, boom. I just stole off her. So we just start fighting. We on the floor fighting. I fall. Of course I fell. I have on Uggs. Y'all. I have on Ugg boots. So I fell. She's on top of me. And normally when people are fighting and you get on top of a person, don't you punch them in the face? You get you a few licks into the face, or you pull yourself up to try to stomp them or something. This girl, I kid you not, God strike me down right now. This girl is sitting on top of me. She got long nails. She's sitting on top of me just scratching, like going away. Like she's grabbing my neck. I'm thinking the girl, like, I don't know what I'm thinking she doing, but I just know she has my neck. So I'm just punching her in the back of her head. Like I'm just punching her in the back of her head. Finally, somebody break the fight up. They pull us apart. And I'll never forget this, y'all. I never forget this. This girl stood up like she was a wrestler standing over me. And she was like, yeah. Yeah. And I'm sitting on the floor looking at this girl like she is dumb. I'm like, okay, what was that? That's weird, but all right. So her homegirl started yapping. She like, yeah, you did that. And I looked at her. I'm like, girl, shut up. And I got up and I just stormed out the classroom. And right across from the class, my other friend, she was sitting at the door. And she was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I bet that girl was like, I won't ask you no more. Don't. What are you asking me if I'm okay for it? Thank you for being a good friend, but girl, don't ask me that right now. Did you just hear the whole commotion? Clearly, I've been in there fighting. So I stormed out the classroom and I walked to the bathroom because I'm contemplating if I want to go turn myself in or just go back to the classroom and act like nothing happened. So I'm in the bathroom and I started crying. I punched the mirror. I don't know if I broke that mirror. I don't know what happened. But I know Mia ended up coming in the bathroom with me and she was like, you okay? Like, you don't have to turn yourself in because she can call the office in. I'm like, girl, I'm finna go turn myself in because she's gonna turn it in. Like, I don't give a damn! I gotta go turn myself in. I gotta go do what I gotta do. I'm gonna see you in a few years. I'm just playing. So I go to the office and as soon as I get in there, Goldie is sitting in there. Mia told me she was gonna go get my stuff. So Goldie is sitting in the office on the bench. Now in the office, there's this brick wall, and like around it, it's like a bench. So it's a bench going around the wall. So we just so happen to sit like where the hump is in the wall. So we're sitting there, she's sitting right here, I'm sitting right here. Like we sitting right beside each other. And so I sit down and I looked at her, she looking at me, and the lady at the desk, she come and she sit down beside Goldie, because I guess she knew her. She sat down beside her. She's like, why you in here? And she looked over at me, she's like, oh, I just got to find with that thing. And I said, girl, you're the thing. Shut up talking to me. Like, look at you. Seriously. You're the thing. That's probably why you and your homegirl like this, because y'all look the same. A mess. Dirty. So finally, the principal comes and she calls in Goldie first. So Goldie goes in. She's telling her side of the story. But then they come back to get me. They sit her in another room, I think, back there, or she came back out. I think she went to a different room in there. So they called me in, and he was like, at some point they noticed my neck, and they tell me like to go get some ice. I didn't even realize the girl had scratched my neck until after the fact. Like, I think they pointed out that she scratched my neck up, and like it was bad. That was like she scratched the skin off my neck, y'all. And still to this day, my neck is healing. Girl, I'm just playing, it's not. So I went to get ice and I set it on my neck, and I'm in there talking to them, and I'm talking to them, and no, I got the ice before I went in there. Yeah, and they asked me like why I had ice, and I was like, oh, she scratched my neck up. And so he was like, that pissed him off. That, I don't know why they set that man off, but they set him off, y'all. Mind you, I'm a good student. Like, I went in no trouble. He didn't even know me besides when he introduced me to my teacher. Like, that was the only interaction that man ever had with me, other than, like, for good attendance and good grades and stuff like that. That was the only time that man ever talked to me for real. So when he seen me and he seen it, like, that pissed him off. So he was like, okay, so tell me what happened, because she's saying you passed the first lick. And I was like, yeah, I had already made up in my head when I went in that office, I was going to tell them that she hit me first. Because y'all know, I don't know if any other school do this, but that school, if you pass the first week, you were going to get more days than the other person. So I had already made it up in my head. I'm finna lie and tell them that she hit me first, because she need more days than I do. That's just point blank period. So as soon as I get in the office and he asked me that, I was like, no, that's not true. Like, I walked up to her, she pushed me, and I hit her. And he was like, okay, so go from the beginning. Like, tell me how all this happened. And when I told that man the reason of us fighting, he was like, so let me get this straight. Y'all are fighting all because of a thank you? And I was like, pretty much. And he was like, okay, let me go talk to her and I'll be back. So he goes talk to her, and I was in the back. That's how I heard that. So he was in the room across from me talking to her. And all you hear is him yelling. He like, she got scratches on her neck, and you're always into something, Goldie. This is it. This your final straw. You're going to alternative school. Blah, blah, blah. And when I heard him say alternative school, the way I started smiling in that office, girl, I was like, she's back. Yeah. Play with fire, get you burned. Glock, glock, glock. So I was so happy when I heard that. I was like, good, this girl needs to be gone, because she just loves to start with people. So finally he comes back in and he was like, okay, we're gonna call your mom. I thought I was slick, y'all. Babe, I thought I was slick. I was like, I don't know my mom's number by heart. That lady came back and she was like, the assistant principal. She's like, it's okay, we got your mom's number on file.
Shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that? Bitch, you...
Noted. I will be telling my mom to take her number off file. Seriously, I don't care. I don't care. So, after that, they called my mama, and I was acting hard, but I was so scared, because y'all, my mom didn't play that. Fighting in school, she ain't play none of that. Like, none of that, baby. You want to fight in school? You finna be in trouble for fighting in school. So after that, my mom gets to the school, y'all. I'm scared. But she wasn't the type to whoop you, but she was gonna discipline discipline you. Like, she's gonna take your phone, or you wouldn't gonna be able to go somewhere. Like, she didn't play that. So she got there and she asked me like what happened, and I tell her, she's like, Kyla, you're fighting because of a thank you. I was like, yeah. And so we get in the car, she on the phone. No, when we get to the house, she on the phone with, I think, my daddy. And she was like, yeah, she in school fighting because duh. Oh my God. I'm like, girl, she wouldn't tell the whole world. Like, and then she took my phone. I picked, count your days. For real. You didn't have to take my phone like that. Like, that was so trifling. For real. You really were trying to embarrass me. You were, weren't you? So anyways, she took my phone, and everybody was asking me like, oh, I text your phone to see if you was okay. And I was like, I know, like, my phone broke. I threw it down and it cracked, so my screen is out. And I'm using somebody's iPad. Girl, what you lying for? Girl, that phone was took. But yeah, and somehow me and the girl ended up talking after the fight. That's my problem. I'm so nice to people who don't deserve that. I knew that then. When I forgave that girl, my sister's like, why are you talking to her? Girl, I don't know. I just be doing stuff for real. I don't know. So other than that, y'all, that's pretty much it. That's the story about my first fight, y'all. So ghetto, so tacky. I don't do it no more, but hey, don't pull the wrong move. Don't you do that. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thank y'all for sticking around. I do apologize for ghosting y'all, but y'all, it's been a lot going on, so I just been trying to take it one day at a time, do one thing at a time. So please bear with me. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna find me a schedule, and I'm gonna stick to it and actually upload when I say I'm gonna upload. So, you know, I pray for consistency. So hopefully that prayer fall through and I do what I gotta do to get my channel to improve. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Bye.